Hey, 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 good day. It's Mike Duffy. This guy checking in from Don't Get Hacked Global Cybersecurity Services and Mupo Entertainment.com. It is 11:53 p.m. here, Dubai time. I have not posted, I have not done this live stream since yesterday. It's just been really long days, and I don't think I've gotten over the jet lag yet. So today's Friday. It's almost Saturday here. I know in North America it's 11 hours behind, give or take. So you're still in the middle of your workday. So Thursday we had our medicals to do. In order to finish the visa process for Dubai, we had to go get our blood work done and x-rays. So that's been finished. But of course, we had to be picked up at 9 a.m., which means I got to get the girls up and going at about 7 a.m. in order to be picked up. Then there was rush hour traffic, and then we had to, just sitting around doing stuff. And so Thursday was medicals, fingerprints, x-rays, and then we got back to the hotel and we had some lunch, and then we walked over to the Dubai Marina, which is JBR Beach, and we went swimming. For a while until everybody was exhausted and hungry, and then just I don't know, 20 minute walk from our hotel in the marina to that particular beach. So we enjoyed it. Water's a little bit cold, but within a few minutes, you're used to it. Penelope and I were enjoying ourselves. My wife was taking photo and videos for her social media stuff. So anyway, interesting thing about McDonald's, I'm not supporting McDonald's. We don't really go out to McDonald's that often, but we were looking for a public washroom that would be easy to use. McDonald's is on the way. I think that's the same strategy you have when you're a tourist anywhere. So no matter if you're in Manhattan or I bring that up because that's literally the restaurant/washroom facilities that we used when I was in New York City in July, when Udi and David were taking me around Manhattan for my first Manhattan tour. That was kind of McDonald's is everywhere, isn't it? Regardless if you like the food or not, McDonald's is everywhere. As you know, they've got clean washroom facilities. There's going to be no questions asked. You don't have to sit down and have it, Anyway, so the McDonald's experience is super interesting, though, because typically with the hyperinflation we have in Canada, you've just seen the cost of everything go up a lot. So typically now fast food meal, typically when we go out for if we get fast food, we'll get a burger, share fries, just because the price is ever increasing. The price is ever increasing on that fast food meal. We each got a meal. So kids meal, my wife and I both got, we didn't get soda. We got peach iced tea, and then we've got what was it? A chocolate frap with espresso. It came out to 59 dirhams with tax, which is literally about 20 bucks Canadian. So 3 meals for 20 bucks Canadian. That's unheard of. In Canada, you're probably paying 15 to 20. Kids meal probably might be under 10 bucks. It's probably hovering around that $9-10 thing price point in Alberta, Canada, anyway. And then an adult meal is going to be 13 to 20 bucks. So you're looking at $40, $50, $60 for 3 people to eat at fast food in Canada, and here about 20 bucks. So thumbs up to that. We thought that was great. Food was, it's McDonald's. A lot of people don't like McDonald's anymore. We didn't go there that often. It was just a treat. So after doing that, I think I came back and had a nap for 2 hours, and then I've been on the computer. I know I have to work napping into my schedule just because the climate here is so different, and even though it's January and it's not hot, there's so much more sun here than than we would typically get in Canada. And in Canada, where we live, just outside of Calgary, Alberta, we get the most sunlight hours per year of any part of Canada. So we're already used to getting a lot of sun, but winter sun is different than summer sun. And in the winter, it's the amount of sunlight you get per day really affects you, and if you're not hydrated enough, it's just going to zap your energy. So anyway, I know that shifting to the Middle East and running a global technology company from the Middle East rather than Canada, my sleep schedule is going to be all out of whack. And I know I have to factor in naps, but we only landed Wednesday morning at like 2 a.m. And then I went to an all-day conference. And then Thursday we were out doing stuff. And then today I thought I had being today Friday, I was pretty sure I had a networking meeting at 3 to 5 p.m. But they sent me out an email last night telling me that it was 9 to 11 a.m., which meant I was running the business operations, emails, phoning customers. I'm, to be honest, behind on a lot of stuff right now just because we've been preparing for this trip to finalize our visa documents. So there's just been all this extra prep work that I've probably been exacerbating. I've been using up all my energy for weeks before we even got here. Plus, it was super cold in Canada before we left, so my energy is just completely zapped. I've not got a full night of sleep since being here. I've probably slept on average in 2 or 3 hour shifts. So I can tell today I'm just there's no energy left, right? So if I am behind on sending an email, responding to a text, my apologies. I'm going to use this weekend to get some rest and try and attempt to catch up on some things that I may be behind on. I didn't even go to the Mupo meeting this week. I didn't even go to it because I need energy. Anyway. So Thursday was finish the medicals, go to the Persian Gulf and swim for a bit, have kind of that family trip, get some fast food, explore, go to our first fast food restaurant here because we actually ordered groceries and we've been cooking in our hotel room. So, and I've been in a lot of Ubers, right? So I'm having somebody else drive me around, or in Canada, I usually drive myself around. But I'm this close to getting a rental car, but I know that's going to be an added amount of energy of me having to park it and be cognizant and awake while driving. And this is my challenge I have in Canada is that with the service-based company, we drive around Calgary all day long doing service calls, running errands, getting groceries, all that stuff. So I know in Canada that I have to have so much energy in order to, in Canada, when I'm driving around the city of Calgary, let's say we're doing 100. Typically, when I'm driving around Calgary doing service calls, I'm doing 150 to 300 kilometers, 400 kilometers a day, depending on how busy we are, how much we have to drive around. And I know how big of an energy drain that is, but I'm used to Canadian roads. I'm used to Canadian drivers. I'm used to Canadian climates. And it zaps your energy as well. So I don't want to I want to be really careful. If I do get a rental car here, I want to be really careful, and I don't feel like I have that capacity yet. So we'll see. I know if we switch hotels at the end of the 2 weeks at this hotel, that it's going to be much easier for us to move our stuff around with our own rental car than it is to get everything back into an Uber and then go across. It's super nice to have your own vehicle, but I know it's a luxury for a lot of people to have their own vehicle, and it has a lot of responsibility with it. So I want to make sure that my energy level, it's easy for me to jump in an Uber and have somebody else drive me somewhere. I've been falling asleep in the Ubers, so I do not want to do that if I'm driving a rental car. So we'll keep you posted about how many it's kind of the inside joke here is how many days do the expats take Ubers before they decide to get their own rental car? Well, I know for me it's my wife's already asked about it, and I'm like, I don't feel comfortable adding that level of stress on the driving stress. An Uber is like 20, 30 bucks Canadian each way, so yes, that's going to add up, but it's safer. And it's one less thing. I can email people, I can text people, I can do like administrative functions from my iPhone in the back of an Uber, and it's just a lot less stress for this guy right now. And so Thursday, yeah, we were chauffeured around for our medicals, so that's just what it was. And Friday, so today's Friday. Well, it's actually Saturday now because it's after midnight, but this is still the Friday, January 19th rundown of the life of a hacker, diary of a hacker from DontGetHacked, a global cybersecurity company. So today was Friday. I did get a message late last night that my supper meeting that was supposed to be 3 to 5 p.m. today was actually 9 to 11 a.m. So at least I read my email last night before going to bed, or I would have possibly missed that meeting this morning. So it was a BX. I don't know if I've got my BX name tag. I should have it. So I had a BX. It's a networking group I'm part of in Canada, BX Networking International. It's not BNI. It's a little bit different than BNI. But I had that meeting today, and there was four people in total. So that is what it is. I know that when you're part of any networking group, they want more and more people. So we still had a meeting, and I had breakfast there and got everybody's contact information. And I'm a newbie here, and everybody else has been here for like 6, 10, 15 years. So it's great to know other expats. Nobody's usually from Dubai, and if you are, I think the locals is a very small percentage of the population. Everybody's the expats, right? So, I got cards. From people. I'll be putting all the cards I've been getting from people. Be putting in a spreadsheet and reaching out to them. Have not had the energy to reach out to everybody. So hopefully by Monday, Tuesday, emails and phone calls are sent out, and I reach out to everybody just to see if we can have follow-up meetings, or I can interview them for my podcast, or we'll see. We'll see how that goes. So BX was, I got into an Uber about 8:25. I got over there about 10 to 9. I try to always show up early. Calgary, that's hit or miss because my commute into the city is about 45 minutes to an hour. The commute here is like 20, 30 minutes most places, so it's a little bit less of a commute. But yeah, I had a breakfast meeting, met some new people, and then I went to the business park. So this, I've been given a 1-year lease on a office space in the Dubai Silicon Oasis. So I'm going to just pop up the business address here. So as you can see, the Dubai office, it is by appointment only because the office hours are Monday to Friday, 8:30 to 5:30 p.m. But I wanted to go see it, take pictures, take some video. I did post a Facebook and Instagram live from that location today. Also, I want everybody to kind of know what the Dubai Silicon Oasis Business Park looks like. It's literally in the Arabian Desert, right? So it is desert all around it. This city's grown really quick, so there's a lot of different areas of the city, and the roads in between those districts are not always not everything's filled in, right? So you've just got all these different districts in Dubai, and they're building this city super quick. So it's in the middle of the desert, so I got to see desert today. And my main focus was to go to the office and today, get the photos, get acquainted with the Dubai Silicon Oasis Business Park, and attempt to shoot a video for Google Maps to get verified on Google Maps. So I've got this story that when I first set up DontGetHacked.ca, I was able to get instantly verified on Google. So my home office location in Canada, I was able to get listed on Google Maps, and that worked well for people finding out about our services on Google, because when people search, when you're a business owner and people are looking for businesses and they know about your business, they're going to look it up and figure out where your business address is. So it's very important for local discovery of existing and new customers to be able to be found on Google Maps. I didn't realize how important Google Maps was as a search engine. So you wouldn't think about this unless you're a business owner, right? So the mind of a business owner is, if people are looking for me, I want them to find me, right? Well, how are they going to find me? Well, you either meet them at networking events, they either see your advertising, or they're looking on Google Maps looking for computer repair support or website support, or whatever keywords people are looking for. They're either going to type them into Google, or if they're a loyal Google Maps customer, fanboy, fangirl, Google Map, like a lot of people just type into Google restaurant or Starbucks or Uber or whatever they're looking for. They're not even using Google as a search engine, they're using Google Maps as a search engine. So when they look for computer repair or in my case with technology, they either look for computer repair or they look for managed service provider. Well, if you don't show up on Google Maps, nobody's going to find you. And this has been the problem. This has been the problem with the startup business, is being discoverable on Google Maps and Google, because Google, again, looks at, uses Google Maps as search content, right? So you need to show up. And from the start of the business, August 1st, 2021, until I think we got dropped off Google Maps in September 2022, I think, because I found out around Halloween 2022 that I was dropped off Google Maps. So anyway, for about a year, for a good consistent year, DontGetHacked.ca was listed as a verified business on Google Maps. And we were starting to build out our 5-star reviews, right? So I don't know. I had more than I was good. It was good. We showed up on Google Maps just outside of Calgary, Alberta. We had enough 5-star Google reviews where we got a ton of traffic off of Google Maps. So this is my love-hate situation with Google Maps. From August 1st, 2021 until sometime September 2022, we were discoverable on Google Maps. And then something happened, and we got delisted off Google Maps. So it doesn't matter if you have 5-star reviews. It doesn't matter how many, there's always a reason you get dropped off Google Maps. I got dropped off Google Maps, and then they asked me to get I was like, oh, well, this sucks. I just instantly saw my website traffic drop. So we were doing I'm going to say about $40,000 a month Canadian in business, and instantly getting dropped off Google Maps, we lost at least half of our business. Although all the people calling in because they could find us on Google Maps for computer repair and home theater setup and managed service providers, like technology, like all the services we offer. A lot of people were in 2021, 2022, when I first founded the business, we were being discovered on Google Maps, and then we got delisted. And there might be there's a couple of reasons I think we got delisted. They said the name was too scammy. We were also paying for Google Ads at the moment, and then there was a municipal change in our little town we live in where the street name changed. So there's like 2 or 3 little factors at the same time. Nothing wrong. I don't think I did anything wrong. I think it was just, and we were running Google Ads at that time, right? So it's just one of those weird things where I was paying Google for Google Ads. The ads got disabled. We got delisted, so we were nobody could find us on Google Maps anymore. And I had spent money on flyer distribution. I'm the brand shark, right? I'm a co-author of a book called Brand Sharks. My advertising and branding in Canada is everywhere because I have physical flyers out there. We have magazine ads out there. Like, we've got a ton of branding out there in Canada, and overnight we got delisted off Google Maps, which meant we were no longer discoverable. So fast forwarded to December 2023, December 14th, 2023, in the process of getting this business visa for the Emirates, I got an email that, hey, I have an office space. I got one year lease in an office space. And I'm like, perfect. I have not been able to get relisted in Canada on Google Maps. I switched the Google Maps listing in Canada to canadacomputerhelp.ca. So we now show up again on Google Maps in Canada, but all my 5-star reviews were removed by Google, and I could not get DontGetHacked.ca relisted in Canada. And they say simply that the name is too scammy. Everybody loves the business name. No matter where I go, I hand out my business cards, and people tell me they love my name, Don't Get Hacked. And they ask me what I do, and they're like, this makes so much sense. You're a technology coach. You help people. You help people. You educate people on the steps they need to do as a residential user, business user, restaurant owner. You give them the steps to protect themselves from getting hacked. We love your name. Don't get hacked. It's awesome. Your logo is awesome. Logo is designed by Ruben Alvarez, my co-author on Brand Sharks. So we've got a spot-on logo. The business name is awesome. The domain is good. We've got the .ca. We've got the .com. We got the .ae. Can't get freaking listed on Google Maps again. So I was like, perfect. December 14th, 2023, we're granted a 1-year lease on the Dubai business in the Dubai Silicon Oasis Business Park. So, and this is a bit of a long. I'm in 23 minutes now, so it's already the 20th of January here in Dubai. So I'll wrap this up quick. So today, Friday, the goal was to take photos and videos of the business park in Dubai Silicon Oasis, submit those to Google, and attempt to get relisted on Google Maps. So typically in the past, the Google Maps the steps in order to get listed on Google Maps they used to be submit your business address. They would send you a postcard in the mail with the code. You would type that code into Google Maps. That is long gone. Long gone. I've had multiple businesses listed on Google Maps before. The easy to do process is long gone. Now you have to submit a video. So they don't want lease paperwork. They don't want leasing paperwork. They don't want utility bill. Like, all that stuff's easy to get. Lease information is easy to get. Business license information is easy to get. Utility statements, your business name, those are all doable. But in 2023, so in December 14th, 2023, when I got the lease on the business park, I went and attempt to register our location on Google Maps. Now what you need to do is you need to submit a 3-minute max. Can't be longer than 3 minutes. A 3-minute, can't be shorter than 2 minutes. It says a 2 to 3 minute video of you showing a picture of the street address, the outside of the building, you walking through the building to your office, opening the door and showing your desk with your computer. This is the instructions I received from Google. So today, that was a goal this afternoon. go to the business park. Of course, I wanted to do it live from there, and I want to take selfie photos and videos from there, just to have that for my marketing content. But also, when I logged into Google My Business, there's a QR code where you have to take a picture of the QR code with your phone, which sends you to a portal where you actually record this video of you showing your office on Google Maps. So that's been submitted today. It says it's either instantaneous or takes up to 5 business days. So we will see in the next couple of days if they accept it. And if they accept it, if there's any more hoops I have to jump through to get Don't Get Hacked Cybersecurity relisted on Google Maps. I'm hoping to do it for the I'm hoping it works out in the Dubai for the international office in Dubai. No guarantees, but optimistic it will work out and will be relisted, and then we can start adding photos and building out that Google Maps presence. And then we'll have a link to send to people to leave new 5-star reviews. Because right now I can get 5-star reviews for the business, but the business in Canada shows up as canadacomputerhelp.ca. So we're there in Canada, but we're not there under our trademark our trademark name of DontGetHacked.ca. We're there under Canada Computer Help, which is fine. It helps. I can collect 5-star reviews that way, but it is what it is, right? It is what it is, and you just got to. In business, you're always going to have these hurdles you have to overcome, and you don't know how much energy you're going to spend overcoming these hurdles in order to build your brand. So anyway, I've got to go do some emails, and I got to go phone some people, and it's after midnight here in Dubai, so perfect time to call North America, right? Anyway, have a good night. I will have a good day. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll check in with you to give you a rundown of what Diary of a Hacker, this guy, hacker from DontGetHacked.ca. I'll see you on Saturday night to give you a rundown of my Saturday and what I do on a Saturday in building a global cybersecurity technology brand. All right.